let's move on. Let's go back to the Big Ten. Yeah, I get it. Big Ten, SEC, big whoop. All right. Okay. These are just fringe guys that we wanted to talk about. Let's talk about Chop Robinson from Penn State, edge rusher. The guy at the beginning of the season, uh, he's kind of a freak athletically. All right, let's get that out of the way. He was mocked in, top 10, top 15 as an edge rusher just because of what that potential is there as a raw athlete, but then once the season plays out, I mean, you had guys like Jared Verse and Dallas Turner going high preseason, but then, you get Latu, guy who pretty much medically retired and then comes back and is just dominant, man. He gets a fusion surgery or whatever, and, some teams are worried about that, some teams aren't. But Chop Robinson, I think he falls behind them just because he's just still raw, man. He's still raw. Feels like he doesn't have a lot of polish to his pass rush, but dude, if he figures it out, he's nuts. So I could see a team definitely taking a shot on Chop Robinson. Here's my thought, and you're gonna disagree with me on this. I do have Chop Robinson, I believe, as a late first round grade. I don't know if he'll go in the first round. I think teams value edge a lot, so I'll make the prediction that he goes in the first round.
Yeah, listen, I don't mind that at all. I do see what's to like there. Obviously, you pull up his RAS, you pull up his tape. His get off is crazy, where he's literally just running around offensive tackles like it's pee wee football, and like these guys are not even firing out of their stands. Like his get off is crazy. And the thing is, like, I don't know. I think that could get you a couple sacks a year, but I don't know if he has much else to his game. And that's where like you hope where he gets into a situation where he can learn and develop and get coached up to get a spin move or a cross chop or a rip underneath because he has that crazy get off and where he can use that to his advantage and to get an arsenal in his bag of rushing the passer. But I also think like part of the reason what makes some of these like speed rushers like so valuable and that when they can convert that speed to do a nice little bull rush is their arm length. And Chop Robinson doesn't have the longest arms. And I'm not normally a guy to nitpick on like hand size or arm length, but I think some of that does matter when you're figuring out, well, a projection type thing, right? And like Chop Robinson's a guy like, yes, he produced in the Big Ten, but also like he produced in ways that's not going to translate to the NFL. You have to teach him different ways to win at the NFL, and he obviously has the tools to do it, but some of that does scare me in terms of if he can actually make it. I've seen too many guys that with his frame and his speed and whatnot get overdrafted and just not work out, or maybe take a couple of years to do that. And do teams have the patience to do that and whatnot? I think situation matters. I think you look at a team like the Ravens are obviously always in line for a speedy edge rusher, especially from Penn State. I mean, look at Odafe Owe. I mean, they love doing that, rinse and repeat with the Penn State edges. So we'll see if he ends up in the end of the first round there. I mean, San Francisco could use a guy to replace Chase Young, and the Chiefs, always looking to attack elite talents on their roster. And yes, like I see the potential with Chop Robinson. I just worry and would be hesitant to draft him because I think there are other like safer, better, higher floor options that you can get at the end of the first round, as well as also positions of need, like Chop Robinson is. So yeah, but I also think I I don't hate it. I don't hate it for anyone who takes him, but I'm taking his over. Just so you guys know, I'm taking his over. I wonder if the league's also gonna be a little scared of that as well.
All right, so you have a second round grade, and you believe it goes in the second round?
Yeah, or at
Okay.
least above pick 26 and a half. So
Particularly at plus 160.
yeah,
But that's another video. If you guys want to check
wait,
out our best bets, it should be up same day as this one. So make sure you guys checking out our best bets as well for the NFL draft and drop your best bets as well. Do you have a
real
Chop
quick,
Robinson?
real
What?
quick, Matty, if not to stop your plug, what because check out that video once we're done here. Obviously, subscribe and like to our videos. Like we love all that. But what's the difference between Chop Robinson? Like he's 6'3" ish, right? 250. He runs a 4.4, right? And then Dallas Turner, and he's at the end of the first round, early second kind of guy. Dallas Turner, a little bit bigger, but he also runs a 4.4. What's the difference between him? Chop Robinson and Dallas Turner? And why is there like 20, 30 guys in between the two on a big board?
That is actually a good question because it's not a bad question because if you think about it, they do profile similarly as players, but I mean, Dallas Turner has more production. Is that crazy to say that he has more
Especially
production?
against the run too. Yeah.
Especially yes, that too. You know that I think what Chop Robinson's 6'3", 254. I think Dallas Turner's 6'4", 250. So they profile very similar. I don't know whose arm length is actually longer, but
Turner's got 2.5 inch longer arms, I believe.
okay. That's what I had a feeling.
Or 2 inches longer. Sorry.
I had a feeling. That yeah, Dallas Turner, kind of a unicorn in that sense. And look, Chop Robinson is also lengthy and long, but Dallas Turner's just a better player, man. He's just a better player. He's also just more polished with his pass rush too, and he's shown power too on the pass rush as well. It's not like just like all finesse. Like Will Anderson was crazy because like yeah, he was so polished pass rushing, but also it was just like pure motor. Like
It was,
he just like decided that he wanted to get to the quarterback on plays, And whereas like Dallas Turner is just like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but like the upside, in theory, with the way that he's built, the talent of Dallas Turner is potentially higher than Will Anderson, which is
and he
wild
was
because Will Anderson's
third pick overall
nuts,
in the
and
draft.
yeah, the upside is there for sure, but the upside is there with Chop Robinson as well, just not as unicorny as Dallas Turner, not as productive as Dallas Turner was.
More
Like you
question
said, not
marks.
more question marks, not as good in the run game. So he's a good football player though. Again, I have him first round grade. You have second round grade. People differentiate in opinions. It is what it is. But only one of us can be right. So